What's good, superstars? Back with another live stream video. You got superstar Joe. You got superstar Rob in the fan. How's it going?
Pretty good. You?
We're doing a little bit of a different video today, a little bit of a different live stream, but it's going to be a lot of fun. One of the projects we've been covering for quite a while now has been Grail game, so cannot wait to get into that. They have a special drop upcoming, and obviously they want us to show it off a little bit for you guys to see. But some of the things that these guys get on that website are pretty crazy. So we're going to walk you through exactly how it works because it's a little bit of a dynamic game. But before we do that, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we go live, whenever we're playing some fun games like Grail game, or whenever we're talking about crazy drops coming out. We have seen a special drop coming out on Cryptoys as well. So this is going to be a fun live stream to get into. Also, VIP members, thank you so much for those who support. Anybody who wants to join the VIP membership, $2.99 a month, hit the join button under the video. Get one of those stars next to your name. Access to our price prediction spreadsheets, any fun stuff like that. Exclusive giveaways like Star in the Universe every single month for VIP members. You can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram if you want to DM us, talk to us. But Discord is probably the best way. Get in there, talk to us, but not only us. You can talk to the rest of the Superstar fam. Superstar Nation is always in the Discord 24/7. We are a worldwide nation, and it's just a bunch of fun. We do have a Grail game chat. Grail game themselves are in there if you have any specific questions about the game that we're playing. Also, a lot of the Cryptoys fam is in our Cryptoys chat over there. So obviously big drop coming up on Cryptoys. If you want any more information on that and you don't want to just be in the Cryptoys Discord, you can come to our Discord, talk to some other people in there as well. Rob, what do you think of the Grail game we're about to play, and also what's coming to Cryptoys? I know we're going to save it for later, but just overall thoughts.
Well, super quick. You guys know Cryptoys. We think about Cryptoys. I made a video, I think, yesterday about which company I think is situated to be the best in the business. And I've been very bullish on Cryptoys because of the utility-driven approach that they're taking. So I think the fact that they can just bring out, high-end Disney Star Wars IP, I think is extremely attractive. I know there's many people within the community that are attracted to the fact that there's FAs, right? Obviously, it's Mando and Grogu. So those are pretty, high net worth collectibles that people are going to want to have in their collections if they are into FA collecting. But for me, it just comes down to the fact that they're fully rigged and they're going to be used for games, and they're going to be got the statometer. I think the marketplace coming out too, where you have like the crazy dynamics now of a holocron, which you can sell for the blind box format, as well as the blister pack. If not the blister pack, then you can also do the open pack. But let's talk Grail games first. So Grail games is another project that we've been following for a long time. We picked them up because we were really attracted to the physical blind box. So there's no NFTs here. They do use some, cryptology or whatever they call it to kind of verify with hash that you actually have what's in the box that matches their warehouse. So whatever you win online, they have some security measures to make sure it's the exact same. But we've always liked Grail games because it gives you the blind box opportunity. You go for the roll. If you don't get what you want, you can re-roll it and recover some coins so you can go for it again. So we like that concept, and it's very unique in that concept. And they just released right now some new stuff. And if you don't know much about Grail games, the way it works is there's boxes where you can get actual toys and let's say a Funko Pop. And then they also have something called a power coin, which is like it gives you access to like a high end, like no matter what, you're getting a Grail. And then within that, there's the Grail of Grails, but you need the coin to even get access to that drop. So we're going to play some of this today. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think let's maybe go through the three boxes. Maybe you can show off what's in each of them. We'll play one of each of the three boxes that you have a chance at getting a power coin. I like that they give a little bit of different variety to obtain that power coin, so you don't have to be a Funko person. You could like streetwear, or you could like, I forgot the other boxes there, but three different boxes to attempt to get into it. And also not the streetwear box a little bit more expensive, so it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go for the most expensive box to get a power coin. There are two other options for I think 750 coins, and even just for signing up. And if you load any money with the Superstar 500 coin, Superstar 500 code, you're going to get 750 coins pretty much, because 500 from our code, 250 for new signups. That's 750 right there. And then whatever you loaded, that's going to be on top of that. So you're going to be able to play at least one game for that for free pretty much. And then anything that you loaded will be another maybe attempt or whatever. So I think it's a lot of fun. Let's go through what's in the boxes, Rob, and then we can try playing a couple of these.
Yeah, so here's a pretty good explanation here. So it says the level 1 game features a hunt for power coins. This is the animation level 1 power coin hunt. What are power coins, you ask? A power coin is the only way to open a box in our level 2 game, which goes live on May 10th. Every box in the level 2 game is a Grail, from signed Funko Pops to Funko photos to streetwear and more. And the top hits being 3 pairs of one-of-one Powerpuff Girls, like the Nikes, that are signed by all 3 Powerpuff Girl voice actors.
That's
See
crazy.
if you can find one of the 8 power coins in the boxes below. So this is the first one. I think Joe, it makes sense to kind of go for it before we move on to the next one. But you can see here's the power coin. There's 8 of them. And there's still some pretty cool Funkos in here. I don't actually know their value, but usually when you see like a 6,000 coin value Funko, you know it's probably pretty good in the physical world. So they got the Future Trunks Chase metallic holding Dragon Ball. This is Dragon Ball Z character here. We got here the Captain Cutler. I'm not really familiar with this IP. We got another Dragon Ball Z here. Not sure if this is this Harry Potter here. Aaron Jaeger.
Attack on Titan. That's Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
The second one there looks like it's some kind of Scooby-Doo version.
This one's signed here too. You can see the signature as well.
You got the autographs on a couple of them there.
All right, Naruto, SpongeBob, and then we got some Lego. We got Eevee, some Pokemon here. Pretty cool Eevee.
But a pretty big mix on this one. I mean, it's Funko and Lego, looks like.
Yeah.
And even if you don't get the top hit, I mean, you still get something if you do open a box.
Super Mario.
And the shipping is actually, I think they've brought the shipping down way, way low. I think it was like $3 or something like that for shipping. If you get multiple things, I think the shipping stays down there for a combined ship out. So, I mean, right now, US only for shipping. So Rob and I we can't ship this to our house yet. We're in Canada. But we're doing this to show you guys who are in the US if it's something that you enjoy. I mean, this is just for the fan. Beyond that, we got a couple coins for us to use to show off the product, but that's the extent of our affiliation here. It's actually something that we really think is a great idea, and we hope grows and brings in a couple more new users, because some of these physical items people wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So it's just like a lot of fun watching the chase. And if you get something that you don't like, you can always recycle it back for a little bit more coins and maybe go for a second attempt at some of these boxes. So, Rob, are we going to go for this box?
We're going to go for it. And just for the record, Joe, if we get something really good, Buffalo isn't that far away. So I have a plan. All right. Okay, I have a plan. Okay. If we actually get something good and we've got to ship it to the States, I have a plan. So let's play this game first before we do the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play here.
Yep.
And do you want to do I'm feeling lucky? Are you feeling a certain number here, Joe?
Let's ask the chat here. I mean, we got a number between 1 and 2,500. Just somebody throw out a number, and that's the number we'll open.
Yeah, let's see it. Give us something on the side there. Anybody? I don't know, Joe. What do you think? If we get no takers, I think we just do I'm feeling lucky.
64 TK 64.
64. Okay, 64. He's first in out of the gate. Yeah. Go straight to 64.
That's
open this box.
That's how you know it's live.
Yeah. All right. It's thinking.
Oh, there you go. You got a fig pin.
Got a fig pin. It's 375 coins. What do you think, Joe? I think we should just swap this one back.
Yeah,
that one back. This is not going to be worth the drive to Buffalo. All right, so we're going to swap this one back.
Definitely not worth it, but at the same time, it gives you an example. You get half your coins back and maybe go for another one if you want to. I think we should show off the next box, and then we'll see what we got going on. Maybe we can attempt another one at some point, but
for sure. So let's take a scroll down here. Wait for the feature boxes to load. So the next one is the Funko Level 1 Power Coin Hunt. Let's take a look in here. So
that last one was the animation, and this one here is Funko. So this is probably all Funkos.
Yeah, so there's only one. Actually, sorry, it's the same thing. There's 8 power coins on this one. A little bit more popular. This one has a few more sales. Because today, I think everything was just released today, so it's still pretty early. And they got a Star Trek here.
Ooh,
pretty cool.
That's an NFT one.
Yeah, they got the Freddy Funko. What's this here? This is the Freddy Harry Dumb and Dumber blue tuxedo. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's hilarious that they even have that. That's even Funko has everything.
Yeah, so if you're into Funko, some of these are pretty big items. So very cool. But I love that if you're going for a Funko box, like you're guaranteed a Funko, which I mean, if you're spending like $10-15, you're getting your money's worth pretty much. But yeah,
take a look at that. Someone actually hit the WandaVision. Pretty cool.
Oh,
Billy and Tommy from one division.
I mean, for me, I think the coin is what we're going for here. You get that coin, you're guaranteed a Grail from that second drop. It's like stages. You pass level 1, now you're on to level 2. I want one of those 8 coins.
Right. All right, guys. So we're gonna ask the chat again. Give me some. Give me a number here that we can take on. So we're gonna take a look at who. Let's see if we get a luckier number. Get some more juju.
Yeah.
Although TK, I think 64 was a good number. The juju was not with us today.
Number
but
from 1 to 2,500.
Yeah. Hopefully on this next round we can get something that will save us. All right, Ronnie Light TO comes in with the 33. 33 it is. All right, let's open the box.
You didn't even have to scroll.
Yeah, easy enough. All right, it's thinking here. All right.
Ooh. Tom Brady Super Bowl. Not bad.
Although I love the Funko, it's not worth the drive to Buffalo. I'm gonna swap this one out.
Swap it out, but I mean, see what I mean? Like sometimes maybe you'll get something that's not the value of the top hits, but you might enjoy it. It might be something that you want to keep on the shelf. If it was coming to Toronto, might have taken that one.
Yeah,
and shipped it over because big sports fans over here. But driving to Buffalo for a $10 pop, maybe not the the best idea that we've ever had. All right, and what's the last one here that we can show off what's in the box?
Okay, this one's a heavy duty one, guys. 3,000 coins. All right, streetwear, level 1 streetwear. This is like, wow. I think this might
only 400 boxes.
Yeah, this might be the most expensive Grail game that we have gone for so far.
Yeah. 4 coins.
Look at this. They got the Nike Kobe 4. Huge, 8,000 coins. So you know this is a good one. Yeah, 4 coins in total. Jordan 3 Retro White Cement Reimagined Men's 9. And those are really the chases. And there's some sweaters, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. To get kind of
Supreme. We got Supreme in there. Adidas. What else?
They got Yeezys. They got Yeezys here. They got Yeezy.
Travis Scott.
Travis
Scott. That was a Travis Scott by Cause.
Oh, yeah. By Cause, yeah.
Very cool.
What else is there? A lot of
That's the thing I like. Like it could not be a top hit, but it could be something that you like. Like if that blue top came out, that'd be pretty cool. Like if you're able to ship to your house for $3.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like that.
Supreme is always going to be popular.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
That's fun. It's a fun way to play. Like this is fun. They make this fun. And they just keep coming out with different things. Really cool.
Okay, guys. We need another number. And
let's get
the last 2
1 to 400 here.
The Juju was not with us in the last 2, but I have faith.
Oh, Agile's in there quick.
Agile was fast. The 374 fast.
He's making you scroll.
No problem. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's take a look. What do you say again? 374.
Yeah.
374. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right.
Let's see.
All right. Let hopefully the Juju's with us. Let's open the box. 3,000 coins. Okay. These are Yeezys. I'm not ready to swap this out. I'm not ready.
Size 6. See, it's still not worth the box. The box is 3,000 coins, but it's still a Yeezy.
Listen, it's a size 6.
I don't know. That's not my foot size, but
right. Yeah. We're gonna have. But I am not ready to swap this out. So
okay, hold on to that.
I think do we have to validate? I can't remember. Do we validate it?
No, you don't have to. That will just that'll show you the hash. If you click to validate, it will show you like the proof of the box that you opened, and it'll show you like that it was a legitimate process, that it's not like rigged. Pretty much. Right. There you go. You can see your seed. You can basically there's like a code for the box. There's a code for your account, and then it meshes and it makes like a hash that combines both. And you can it's almost like a blockchain of physical, but it's not a bot. Like it's similar type of idea. You can look up hashing and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But
yeah, they have an explanation for it as well on the website. But there it is. Wow, this is crazy. Well, Agile, thanks a lot. He says you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, thank you for that. He says for Jana, she'll have to grow into it. She'll have to grow into it a little bit.
I'm gonna drive to Buffalo for that. I gotta figure that out. But
I don't know.
What's it called? We should talk to these guys about maybe if we're not in the US, but maybe there's one time we can go for something and we can ship it to somebody else in the chat or something like that. We gotta see if that's something we can make work out.
Well, that would
right
be a
now
cool
we can't put
giveaway.
in our address because we're in Canada. It doesn't take
that
it.
would be a great giveaway if we can now take this and just put in someone else's address and just send it to them.
So let's hold on to it.
We're gonna
if you got size 6 feet.
Actually, this could be a great giveaway for our Superstar Utility program.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
We could just send these away, right? Like cool, like ones like this that are like we know they're decent. Instead of the
maybe every coins, so often or as often as we could do it, and as long as they're willing to do it, maybe we on utility day we do a Grail game. Whatever we pull that gets raffled off, maybe to either the chat or the VIPs or something like that. We could figure it out. I think it's a fun idea.
That's right. I really like this idea. I think this is a great physical giveaway. Actually, I wouldn't mind hearing your thoughts. So everybody, I can see there's a bunch of you guys listening right now. How would you guys feel about winning something like this? Right? If we did this as part of the Superstar Utility program, maybe we did this as a live giveaway. You give us your address afterwards, after the stream, or as part of the Superstar Utility program, and then we just send you things like this. Are you guys into physicals? Or are you guys mainly into the NFT side only, and that you're only going to want NFTs? Just curious to hear your thoughts.
One side thing is this is only US, so it'll be US only for this because even we can't obtain them, right? So
that's true.
But I think it'd be a little fun side thing. I think a lot of our viewers are from the US.
Yeah, I think this would be a great giveaway, and Agile totally agrees. He totally agrees. So, all right. Well, that was pretty fun. I don't know, Joe, if you're in the mood for any more. Maybe 3's enough. You want to talk about Cryptoys? You want to do one more? How do you feel?
I think that's good. I think let's save some of our coins in case that they are down for something like that, because utility programs are on the corner here. We got a couple days until we're doing a stacked utility program this month because March and April combined are coming out. So I think let's talk to the Grail game team. But again, guys, if you are into something like this, there is the chance at that second level tier where you can have a chance to win a Nike Dunk SB signed by the actual Powerpuff Girls, and they have the different colors like of the Powerpuff Girls. It's actually a pretty cool idea, but crazy that they were able to get the entire cast of that show to sign the box, and in order to get there, you can win some other cool stuff on the way there. So they made it into an entire experience, and I think maybe something that would be cool to replicate, like even on the digital side, where you go for a blind box. If you land this thing, then it enters you into this next blind box where you're guaranteed a Grail in that blind box. I mean, even though it's not digital, it's not NFT based, it's a great concept and something that I think would be a lot of fun. And I think a lot of people enjoyed the blind box. Some people like to buy things directly, but sometimes to buy the thing directly that is the Grail from these boxes, it costs you a lot of money. So it's almost like an easier way of entry if you pick the right number.
Yeah, people do this all the time. We see this, for example, on BB, where people go for blind box knowing full well that they will probably end up with something that's worth less than their listed cost. So I don't think it's that far off from what most of the space is used to and has already been participating in. It's just not NFT; it's physical based, and I think in many ways, at least for the physical side, I think people understand and appreciate that. Okay, like even if you do this and you get something that's worth less than whatever you brought in, at least you get something you can hold and something you could put. We all know about the power of NFT technology and these digital collectibles and what they're gonna be. But in today's time, the AR function alone, I don't think satisfies people enough. At least maybe if they get something physical like this, it might hit them a bit different, right? They might have a different kind of experience with this kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's it for Grail Game. Again, we'll get back to you guys on what we could do with that giveaway. We'll speak to the guys at Grail Game to see if we can do any giveaways with them, if they'd be willing to allow us on our account to put different addresses in to ship them over.
We just got to make sure on that, but I thought about it as we were going there. So, all right, let's go through a little bit of news because it's going to end off with some of that the Grogu announcement. But I want to show off a couple things here. We're on the live, get some people's live reactions. There's a giveaway right now that's happening, and this is live and this is confirmed. You can win a 7-night stay to Disney Orlando, Florida, Old Key West. If you participate in this giveaway, there's multiple ways to enter this giveaway. 1, owning any Starboy and opting in on our Discord under the verified chat. 2, owning any Gold Dragon Club verified Gold Dragon. So basically have a Gold Dragon and verify it through Mike Cat on VV, and you are entered into the giveaway. There's different amounts of entries. Starboys get you 10 entries. gold dragons get you 20 entries. If you hold both, you get 40 entries. But there are other ways to enter. The number one, or the other way to enter if you don't have either, and probably a pretty interesting way because it's kind of uncapped and you can get as many entries as you'd like, is by burning Omi. So if you burn 5,000 Omi, you get one entry. So I think it turns out to be like if you burn around $30 worth of Omi, you get 10 entries, kind of in line with what a Starboy is. The floor on Starboy is a little bit lower, but once you buy one, then I think you're right there. And you can buy more. I mean, you can, if you want to burn $60 Omi, then you're getting 20 entries. And I mean, is $60 really the end of the world if you win a 7-night stay to a deluxe Disney resort? Where right now I think the value of this resort is like $1,000 a night. It's over $7,000 trip accommodation. Obviously, you have to pay for a flight or travel, however you're going to get there. You can drive there, do whatever you got to do, but the accommodation is covered by this. And of course, the Gold Dragon Club going above and beyond with the donation of this prize for this giveaway and trying to be pioneers in the space for Omi burning utility. I think it's great. I can't even believe we're doing this with them.
Yeah, I think the Gold Dragon Club, through the utility that they're providing, is definitely like a top 5 collectible on VV. I mean, I put it up there as like the best collectible on VV. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand there's scarcer ones that, because of how scarce they are, they could be flipped and they're very expensive. But at least the Gold Dragon Club has now a record of consistently trying to bring utility to the holders. Mike Cat 4, make sure you guys give him a follow. Turtle Golf, make sure you guys give him a follow. Like, these guys don't stop. They've been providing utility for the Gold Dragon Club now, I think, for like well over a year. Like, they do like Omi like dividends. Like, they're just insane that they actually do this. And it's insane because it's a VV collectible on top of all of that, right? And they have their own kind of like side verification process. And I mean, it's insane that they are willing to do this for this collectible. And this is now the second time they're giving away like a 7-night stay. I mean, before it was the Marriott Village de France, something like that. I'm just rolling it off my tongue because I said it for like 2 months straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's going to be, what is it? The old Key West. And I think Florida's really close to a lot of the people. We know 50% of our viewers are from the US. So we know that it's going to be way closer to home than Paris. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that whoever wins this should be able to leverage this. I hope a superstar wins it. Absolutely. I understand it's the generosity of the Gold Dragon Club. At the end of the day, this is their donation. And they are so kind enough to partner with us and the Starboy holders and even give Omi burners a chance. But I really hope a Superstar Nation with the Juju, they take this one home, and you guys can have maybe a good trip.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time to give that away for sure. I want to show off a couple other things. There's the live stream if you guys want to retweet it. We talked about the Powerpuff Girls drop. Obviously, the second level of the game, you have to get there by landing one of those power coins from one of those other 3 games. Let us know if you do play. We want to see what you land. Like, are you able to? Are you going to keep it? Are you going to swap it? Very interested to know if you guys enjoy that type of game. I want to bring this up because he's in the chat. Richard's in the chat there. He's trying to put together some awareness for security in the space. Obviously, a lot of scams, and that's part of the stuff that brings down the space. I mean, whenever people hear, "Oh, my wallet was drained because of this," or "I clicked this link and this happened," what he's trying to do here is bring awareness and an understanding, and maybe show people that there are ways to stay protected and be safe and have fun at the same time. So what he's asking for, please consider sharing your scam story, tips, or art that security is focused. I would love to include you. See the parent tweet for AR concept demo, but artists are welcome too. I want to highlight you and security. Post in your profile. I'll link to your post about security. Basically, he's putting together like a newsletter or something like that where it's going to have a bunch of different feedback and intel, and he wants it to be from multiple projects because people in different projects have experienced different things. Some of them are strictly Web3 based. Some of the Web 2.5 people think that, oh, they're safe. They got this walled garden up and they cannot be compromised. But again, that is not the case. I mean, we all know about 2FA and how people can somehow, you can get into someone's collection, buy, sell it, cash out, do whatever you got to do there. So we want to make sure that awareness is a top of priority. And I think the way he's doing this is a lot of fun because he's making it multi-project based, and not only that, it's going to be like a collection of different stories and awareness, and he's just making the security fun, which I love. And Rich has always been security first type of guy, and a great part of our community.
Rich is our Discord mod for security. Completely volunteered because he has a passion for security protection. And yeah, like we hit him up all the time when the news hits the fan and people are talking about like all these security breaches. And you guys should definitely check out that chat. Rich will help keep you sharp on all the latest scams that are happening in the space. So thank you, Rich, for doing that and for helping out people just out of the goodness of your heart. I want to say something, Jolo, just about security is that everybody thinks that security is not a big deal until it happens to you, right? So there's simple things you can do. For example, don't mint with wallets that have NFTs. If you're going to go on a mint site, just make a new wallet on MetaMask and just use that. Like these are simple strategies to help prevent you from being scammed. And we know stories, right? Like Bitforex alone, the security of not keeping large sums of money on exchanges, that is something that has been proclaimed for a long time. And it hurt the VV community and the OMI community. Another one that I remember as well, I think it was, who was it? I think it was Rolex. Where on his phone he clicked, I think, a mint site and it like through Discord, and it completely drained his wallet. And those stories, if it can happen to him, I guarantee it can probably happen to you, unless you minimize your chances by taking conscious efforts to secure yourself in this space. So if you're clicking links on Discord, if any of you have Discord, you're clicking links, then you should definitely be making sure that if your MetaMask is on your phone, make sure you signed out so it can't just immediately link into you. And you also should verify your links. Like there's things that if you're conscious about it, you have a better chance of protecting yourself. But if you're not thinking, it's easy to make that mistake.
And there's other simple protections like Wallet Guard that you can have installed so that before you even get any access to your wallet, it tells you this is what's going on. It gives you an explanation of what the process that's happening is. If you're really, really new and green to crypto, really simplifies it for you. It'll give you like a green screen saying you're good, red screen saying this is suspicious or a phishing website. So lots of things out there, and the more awareness, the better will be for the entire space, because less people should be at risk. But how do you grow the space if there's all the scams happening and people don't know how to prevent it? So again, definitely suggest and highly recommend contributing to this post if you can for Richard, so he can help prepare this for the rest of us. And obviously, whenever he's completed his newsletter thing, we'll definitely share what he comes up with.
Yeah, guys, for sure. Definitely go support. Go drop any stories you got for Rich so he can add you to that.
And we got Ocean sharing it as well. So we know a bunch of people in the community want this to be seen. So very cool. Vivi, they got something coming out from Ubisoft. He's got the arrow there. To me, I think that's probably something to do with Assassin's Creed, just because maybe you guys carrying around the arrow all the time.
It's white. It's white as well. It has that white. Like if you look at the
they
heart,
didn't really show much. They didn't really show much in that teaser. It's just smoke. So maybe it's something else. But the bow and arrow is there. That to me feels like Assassin's Creed. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas on what this is going to be? Let us know.
I'm actually gonna Google right now Ubisoft arrow and just see what comes up. Because I have no idea.
It can't be another Rabbids.
No, I can't be, right? Although Assassin's Creed does make the most sense. We know Ubisoft is that's probably their most famous game.
Yeah.
So, all right.
That was the first thing that people thought of when they heard about the Ubisoft and they saw Dave and Dan in front of the Ubisoft booth. I forget where that was. It was like at a licensing conference or something like that. But very cool. Obviously, I think Noah, who used to be at VV, works there. So there is that familiarity, I guess, between the two companies already. But it looks pretty cool to see it, little teasers and trailers. I love whenever the companies do that, where they put out these little clips and you got to try and guess what's happening. Wish there was a little bit more in this one, but I think the emoji maybe helps us get to the bottom of it.
I think Assassin's Creed would probably do pretty well too. They're really fun games. I haven't played it though in maybe like 8 years or something like that. It's been a long time, but I remember that back then they were great. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, if they are able to somehow merge and get into any type of gaming through their Ubisoft partnership, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And obviously, the big news of the day, something that's been highly anticipated all over the Web3 space. People wondering when Grogu, Cryptoys, dropping Grogu at some point. Looks like another teaser in line with the Mandalorian teaser that we've seen last week. So this one from what you can see here, very, very high quality, and didn't expect anything less from the art team over at Cryptoys. Just something that's highly sought after, and it's making waves in the space. Lots of people talking about it. It's almost at 10,000 views now, this post, and something that I think it's gonna be something very welcomed in the space.
Actually, Alex and Crypto got real footage of me when I first heard this news. I don't know how he did it. He must have hacked my computer, but he got real footage of me as I first read the news about Grogu coming to Cryptoys. And guys, Cryptoys, oh my God, we've been singing their praises for so long, and I'm just so excited that finally we're seeing some real traction here between Marketplace and this IP, this Star Wars IP coming out. This is going to be crazy. I cannot wait for this to drop. I think Grogu is going to sell really well. I don't think we don't know anything about the mints yet, so we don't know about the mints even for Mandalorian as well. But I think between Mando and Grogu, I think it's going to sell really well. I mean, that show has lots of great characters to pick from. So I wouldn't be surprised if, we're going to see another familiar face now for the third drop. And who they're going to use. We've noticed that for all of these drops, they always seem to have a chase item after the fact. Be curious to know who that is as well. But man, Grogu finally here. So that is a fan favorite. I don't have my mug with me, unfortunately.
Do you have your Funko Pop?
I do. I do. Yeah, I do actually.
But sure. I mean, I thought that he might have been one of the variants of Mando. I didn't know if he would be his own drop. I'm kind of happy that he is. Wonder if they'll be able to. There you go.
The child,
right there. The child, as he's called. But no, I mean, it's looking like, you know what? Like, you look at that, you think Cryptoid though, like the way that Grogu actually looks in real life. Like, it's just got like that aesthetic already. So it's almost like the perfect item or perfect character to make a Cryptoid out of. Short, stubby, big head. Like, I mean, it's already a Cryptoid.
Yeah, it's already a Cryptoid as it is. He just looks like a Cryptoid without even making him a Cryptoid style. But yeah, man, between Mando and this is some great stuff. And I cannot wait to actually see these in action. We know from their Trello board, we know that the mobile app isn't that far away. Will teased it on the Comics and Crypto AMA. Not sure what the functionality is. We did play, because we're Cryptoid Classics holder, we did play their first mini game, which is also as part close to being rolled out. They even have a mini game too, which we've never played. So I think when you start seeing these games, when we did play the game, it was an Alfie that was on the screen. It wasn't a Star Wars character. So I don't know if these games, at least on the mobile app, are going to actually have Star Wars characters. But at least we know with the block and the whole statometer that they have, we know that all of these characters are going to be gamified. We know they're fully rigged to be gamed. So I think people right now who are attracted to this stuff are not buying it for that. They're still going to buy it for the FA. I think we're going to have a lot of new users buying it strictly for the FA tag because they're into that. But as time goes on and people become more aware and they actually can see and use real utility, I think it's going to really start making people's eyes widen. And they may really start, looking to this project now as a serious contender for at least their portfolio.
That's a good point, Rob. I mean, we did do a video recently about the death of the first appearance. Maybe why we feel like that might not be like the most prominent thing as the space moves forward, just because blockchain's not decided yet, platform's not decided yet. Is the first going to matter as much as people think when it comes to this stuff, or is the most utility going to matter when things come to this stuff? It's almost going to be like I guess in Cryptoys' case, you're gonna want to play with whatever you love, like especially if you can play with multiple things or multiple different characters, play the same game. That's going to be a preference. Like, I want to play this game with Grogu because it's my favorite character on that platform. Something that it almost feels like you're going to collect what you love more so because you want to play with that character rather than just playing with whatever you get. I think Cryptoys has a lot of different layers. Obviously, there's the way you can keep them in the packaging. You can open them to play with them. You can keep everything in the cube. So there's going to be that dynamic when the market comes out. But also like the different types of games that they're going to have. It's just, it's an entirely different experience than I think anybody that watches us is used to. I think that because there are going to be things to do with these things, it just changes the game. Like first appearance might not be the be all end all because that's not all that there is. And some people might like the way that Grogu jumps better than the way that Darth Vader does. It's like it reminds me of like when we used to play like Super Smash Brothers, and like they had different attributes, different things. They could do something like that here.
That's right.
It's an entirely different thing. It's not the same. Like when you have things, different aspects that contribute to, I don't know if I would say value, but contribute to the way that the thing exists. Like it's a different thought process and less speculation, I guess, more what you enjoy.
Joe, you triggered me with that because you just reminded me. Fox was my guy.
He was a Kirby.
He was nimble. He was this fast speed kills in that game. I love Fox because the character had the best speed. That could be applied on Cryptoys. That's a good AMA question. Mm-hmm. If in whatever games are coming up, I mean, Will has spoken about the games that they're planning to do. These are not going to be like Call of Duty level games, right? We know they're not going to be not that level. But they are going to be mainly, I think he mentioned, like obstacle games, games that they have difficulty to them, but they're not like necessarily a full-blown like open world map. The block will be, but the game itself may not be an open world map like the Legends of Zelda, right? But I know they're going to have a block with buildings and you can do passive kind of, stash your character. He can get you some points. That'd be an interesting idea. If this Grogu, for example, has different powers than the Mando himself, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, if there's a game that he floats in, like that was my Kirby thing. Kirby was the defense mechanism in Super Smash because you could, like everyone else, you only had like 2 jumps to save yourself. Kirby, you could like puff up all the way, and it would be hard to kill him. It'd be hard to hit him. So that was I was a Kirby guy. But it's exciting. I'm happy.
Suck them up and spit them out.
Yeah, and they've turned. I remember that. That was you're bringing me back now, and even that would be a great game. Like just to have like some kind of a battle game like that.
That might have been the greatest game of all time. N64 Super Smash Bros. The GameCube one was good too.
They kept adding IP over there. You know what I mean? So. Would be very cool to see that. But no, happy to see Grogu coming. It looks like around the corner here. We don't know what the date is yet, but this year is making me think that it's already made up and looks like it's completely the drop is completed somewhere. So hopefully we get a little bit more news on that. If there is a third character in this drop, we will find out hopefully soon. And then we can start to be happy about that. So
I just assumed,
what do you guys think? Do you have an idea for the third character, Rob? What do you think?
I just assumed there's 3 characters because every blind box has 3, right? So I just assumed they're going to roll another one, but I guess that's a good point. They may not have a third one. They might stop here. But yeah, I think the third character, like they could definitely pick another race of like the Mandalorian is a race, but like there's like different groups and different like tribes of them. So we have, for example, Mando who follows the way of the old, right? The traditional way. Yeah. But there's other Mandalorians that have taken a new approach. So maybe they'll pick one of those. They could pick maybe Ahsoka. She was in the film, but I don't really think so. Well, I don't know though, because she has her own show. So like I feel like they would do her separately, but maybe not.
If they're going with this hype-driven type of drop, you had Mando, you had Grogu. I mean, Ahsoka would be another hype drop if that was part of it, or even a Boba. Because obviously looking at Mando and all that. So we got Oz got a guess in the chat here.
I think that's a good guess. Yeah, Bo-Katan's a really
that's in line with that storyline, right?
Very much in line. That's a great guess for who could be the third. But we'll wait and see. And Joe, I forgot to mention when we were talking about FAs. I'm not even sure if the Cryptoys team even themselves care about FAs. I think they're just getting the IP that they like, and it just happens to be an FA. Like they're like whatever. They know what they want to do, right? They're trying to just bring utility to all these characters and bring gamification to these characters. So, I think we talk about like around the space, like you have, for example, a company like Cryptoys that just doesn't even themselves care about FA, but like the collectors care about FA, but not necessarily all collectors, maybe just some collectors, right?
We got to remember that is a VV specific tag. I mean, it's not something that Cryptoys or these other platforms necessarily promote. Cryptoys has the first edition, which is relative to their drops. So the first time something drops on the Cryptoys, it's called the first edition, because they have mentioned that it may come out again in the future and not be first edition, might be second edition. So this is all part of their long-term plans, not necessarily relating to the character specifically appearing on blockchain or whatnot. That's more of a VV thing, I feel like. So it's going to depend. It's going to depend. Like if who knows what's going to happen. Like Rob, I think we were talking about it off camera about Pokemon cards, and first appearance of every Pokemon card doesn't really matter. The community went with obviously Charizard. They've pushed that one to the front, and the ones that have first edition stamps overall are usually worth more than ones that don't. But are they worth absurd amounts of money? It's kind of narrative driven. So I think same thing will happen when it comes to this space. If certain characters are well loved, like a Grogu, or certain characters can do special moves on games or can help you win challenges or are more sought after for that reason, like maybe they have the Kirby defenses and they can save you in a battle, and there'd be something that people want because it'll help them perform better when games come out. Like that's how I see the space moving forward, and value and all that great stuff being determined, because there's so many different things and so many different dynamics and different projects and different blockchains and different companies, and you don't know where this whole thing is going to take you. So that's why the first appearance video kind of like put a staple on what we were thinking. But yeah,
you know what's funny, Joe? It's and this is not our usual data driven approach, because you can't really measure this. But we've been doing this now for long enough that I find that in hindsight, the videos which made the people the most angry, somehow those were the ones that ended up becoming true. Like, yeah. We made a video about FA. We knew we were going to take a beating in the comments, but at the same time, if you look back at our history, an example that I remember was when we talked about Golden Moments being discontinued. I can't believe the amount of hate that we got for putting out a video, and we try to justify our point. We predicted it because of things that Alex was saying, and like we had stuff that like was from like February and then went to like March, and like we put the puzzle pieces together, and then 2 days later it happened. I just remember the anger, the rage of so many commenters for just even suggesting such a thing just blew my mind, and then it became true. So I think that was just one example. We can come up with more, but at the end, with people getting mad about FA, it's making me actually more concerned about FA, because it's a video that really triggers people. And that tells me that there's probably an element of truth that FAs are not going to matter in the future. And if they do matter, it's a little bit of throwing a dart. Gary V talked about this, right? Like, what blockchain? Does it matter? Will one on a popular blockchain not just destroy the one on a not a popular blockchain? So there's a long discussion about that. But anyways, we don't know if we're right, and we don't know what the future holds. We can only just make an assumption and see what happens.
We love to bring up topics that will stir up conversation. A lot of people don't agree with some of them, because that's the whole point. We're trying to put out a topic that is going to have different opinions, and not just be like, this is the best and this is the only opinion, or this is the worst and this is the only opinion, or this is the way it's going to happen. Like, we want to put it out there so a lot of people can chime in and create some discussion, and we can all learn from each other. So I think we've done that over the last couple of years here, and we'll continue to do it. Keep putting out the spicy meatball type of videos for your faces.
Nothing like a nice spicy meatball, eh? Nothing for dinner. Guys, let us know what you guys think about Grail game. Let us know what you guys think about Cryptoys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Come about 45 minutes today, something like jumping on live, getting a chance to talk to all you. So guys, thank you all so much for your support. And before you go, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar family, hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. Also to our VIPs, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, weekend. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. See you in the next one.
Bye.